1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. This is a math mix.
Hello everyone. I need you to follow me behind this house because I'm not allowed to be seen here. Okay guys, now I'm going to tell you about some really secret stuff. Different types of angles. Angles is measured in degrees. 1 degree is written like this. Let's take a look at this clock. In 1 hour, the minute hand turns 1 revolution. And that, my dear friends, is the same as 360 degrees. This is an acute angle. But what happens if I do this? Well, now it's an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is always more than 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. You can often see the difference between an obtuse angle and an acute angle. Because the acute angle is like more pointy and almost like a pencil. And the obtuse angle is like thicker and bigger. If you're unsure on what an angle really is, there is a way to know for sure. You use this. Here you can see many different angles. Let's start with this angle. You just take the protractor and you put it on the triangle. Make sure that the straight side of the protractor is against the angle straight side, like this. The straight side against the straight side. There's one thing left to learn. This little circle is always going to be in the tip of the angle, like this. Now you're ready to measure. So you can see these numbers, and you can see that this line is going to 30. So that means it is 30 degrees. And you remember, when it's under 90 degrees, it is an acute angle. So this is an acute angle. Let's measure this angle. You put the straight side to the straight side, and the little circle is going to be in the tip. Okay, ready to measure. This angle is 125 degrees. That means it is an obtuse angle, because it is over 90 degrees and under 180 degrees. But what is this? Let's take a look. It's exactly 90 degrees. What does that mean? Well, it's a right angle. And when it's a right angle, it's always 90 degrees. Always. And the right angle is always having this little thing in the tip. Now for the task. I want you to paint 2 different obtuse angles and 2 different acute angles. Then I want you to give it to a classmate, and I want them to measure your angles and write how many degrees they had. Are they obtuse or are they acute? Well, and then I want you to do one more thing, and that is you're going to look around. Can you see any right angles in where you are right now? Well, I want you to find them.
Now I'm going to tell you about some more different angles. These 2 angles that are against to each other are called vertical angles. They are always equal. This one and this one are vertical angles. This one and this one that are against to each other are called vertical angles. Now I'm going to show you how to figure out all the angles' degrees. If you know the degrees of this one, we can easily figure out this one. We need to take 180 minus 137. And it is 43. After that, we know the degrees of the other two. It's always the same, so 137 degrees and 43 degrees. Now we know all the degrees.
This is my task for you guys.
If this angle is 35 degrees, what is this 3 then?
They say I'm a freak when we're having fun. Say you must be high when we're spreading love. But we're just living life.
Here I have a triangle, which have 3 angles. All angles in a triangle is together 180 degrees. Here we have an isosceles triangle. If we said that the most acute angle is 45 degrees, it becomes much more easier to figure out. We know that the triangle's 3 acutes are 180 degrees together. So we have to take 180 minus 45 degrees, and that is 115 degrees. The 2 last angles are equal, and because of that, you can split 115 into 2, and that's 57.5.
A quadrangle can be divided into 2 triangles by a diagonal we draw.
So now we have 2 triangles. Because there are 2 triangles, it becomes 360 degrees together. I wish you good luck with this. But before I go, I have a task for you. Draw a triangle which one angle is 50 degrees and one angle is 105 degrees. Good luck.
She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Smooth. She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr.
I am going to tell you about special triangles. Let's get started with the right angle triangle. Hello again. In a right angle triangle is always one angle right, and the right angle is always 90 degrees. Then we have the equilateral triangle. The angles there are always the same size, 60 degrees. Last but not least, we have the isosceles triangle. 2 sides in an isosceles triangle are the same, but it can be different, like my legs. This is an isosceles triangle, and this is also an isosceles triangle. Now, I have one task for you, and that is try to find something of each triangle in your classroom and discuss that in class or in groups.